Some time back, we told you about a book called the Macintosh Bible. Well, here's another big fat book of information about the Mac called Encyclopedia Macintosh. It has over 750 pages of information, including product reviews, upgrade information, bulletin boards, user group shortcuts, and insights.
We've picked out a couple of representative tips from Encyclopedia Macintosh, and we'll finish out the segment with a look at the Hypercard version of the Encyclopedia, all 5 megabytes worth of it.
Very often you can initialize a single-sided 400K disc as a double-sided 800K disc. So why should anyone buy the more expensive double-sided discs? Here's what Encyclopedia Macintosh says. As long as a floppy disk is formatted and verified properly as double-sided, it will probably work fine for its entire life. The Macintosh verification procedure is very stringent, rejecting a disk if a single sector fails to be verified. Why spend extra money? On the other hand, the small amount of money saved by using single-sided disks may not even make up the cost of recovering or reconstructing the data you lose the first time this method fails you. The additional cost of double-sided disks is insignificant in comparison with the value of your data. Like all gambles, it's a question of what you stand to win against what you can afford to lose. And have you been plagued by system bombs? If you're using a lot of inits or DAs, your system heap may be too small. The solution could be a program from CE Software called Heap Fixer. You can check the condition of your system heap by selecting About the Finder from the Apple menu. The dark part of the bar shows how much of the system heap is occupied. The light part, how much is free. Here, 810K is occupied and almost none is free. As a rule of thumb, run Heap Fixer and set the system heap to be larger than normal by the same amount as the occupied space in your current system heap. In this case, 810K. Now, when you reboot and look at About the Finder, you'll find that about 1/3 to 1/2 of the system heap is free, which is just about what you need to defuse those bombs. Of course, this leaves less space for you to load programs, but unless you're very low on memory to start with, you'll probably find that you can live more easily with reduced program space than you can with a computer, which is bombing all the time. And finally, a look at Encyclopedia Macintosh, the stack, which contains the complete text and graphics of the encyclopedia in a single Hypercard stack. Since it is a Hypercard stack, you can customize it by adding your own notes and cards. In the future, authors Danuloff and Deke McClelland plan to issue updates, possibly even over systems like CompuServe, so that you can keep your stack up to date. Just click on Applications, then on File Managers, and you are immediately taken to the cards which relate to this topic. You get every bit of information which is contained in the original book, along with the easy and rapid access that only Hypercard can provide. No one is absolutely certain, but this very well may be the first Hypercard stack created from a traditional book.
Encyclopedia Macintosh by Danuloff and Deke McClelland is published by Cybex and has a cover price of $24.95. And don't forget Encyclopedia Macintosh, the stack, almost 5 megabytes of information in a Hypercard stack at a retail price of $50.
Well, we've had the Macintosh Bible and now Encyclopedia Macintosh as both book and Hypercard stack. I wonder what's next.
Well, I suppose it's probably time for somebody to come out with the whole Macintosh catalog. And now that I think about it, it's probably on its way right now.